Hello there, you lovely lot. Welcome back to Crafters TV. It is Tuesday night here in the UK, which means, of course, it is time for launch party. Have we got brand new launches? Yes. Have we got launches from earlier today? Yes. Have we got launches from last week? Yes. Will there be an Explorers deal? Yes. Will there be an Out of This World deal as well? Yes, there will. Will Debbie Robinson be here? Yes. Will she behave herself? Probably not. How are you, Debbie?
Yes, so yes, and yes to everything. Yes. We've got a great show lined up again with lots of lovely things that we've had launching over the last few days here at Crafters TV. So yeah, we've got a jam-packed full again, quite a lot of things to get in here because we've got some sneaky previews as well. So excited about this big preview. If you love your sunflowers, you have to stay tuned because we're going to give you a sneaky peek of that fabulous collection that is coming up, being launched next week, Joe. So yes, it's going to be a good one. It is going to be a good one. It is Fake Friday. It's my last show of the week. Debbie's not back until Saturday. Is it, Debbie, or Sunday? Saturday. So we're going to go out with a bang, aren't we? You what, though? We're going to go out with a bang. We are indeed, yes. Indeedy doodly. Right, let's crack on then. Let's have a little look at the first launch that we're going to have a little look at today. Is these brand new stamps. I love these because they are great for, going to be great for tags, great for the inside of your cards, wonderful for the outside of your cards. I think for things like box frames, they're going to be exceptional as well. And some beautiful sentiments on here too. Because of you, I laugh a little harder, cry a little less, and smile a lot more. How cute is that? This one then here, as you can see, this one says, a good friend is like a four-leaf clover, hard to find, but lucky to have. How cute is that? Next up is this one just here. Good friends are hard to find, harder to leave, and impossible to forget. This one here says friend. I need to try and turn around. One who listens, doesn't judge, and somehow makes everything all right. So it's very hard doing this upside down and back to front, Debbie. It is very hard. You could have just shouted and I told you. This one here says it's not about who you've known the longest, it's about who walked into your life, said, I'm here for you, and proved it. And then you got this one here, there is nothing better than a friend, unless it's a friend with chocolate. Brilliant price to get 6 of these as well, as you can see, $13.99, $23.75. That's a 20% saving as part of a launch offer, and the platinum price is, well, it's quite unbelievable really. £11.19 or $19, less than £2 a set as a platinum member. You can get them individually for $2.99, but why would you when the price for the bundle is that great? Lots of you tuning in saying hi already. Victoria is in from Wisconsin, Rhonda's in Chicago, LQ is in San Jose. Do you know the way? I don't. Mary Pat's here, saying hi from Montana. Janet's in Michigan. Alice is in Wisconsin. Mary Rhino's in Maine. Kimberly's in from North Carolina as well. And Barbara is in Buffalo. Oh, the lovely Christine Mahoney's here as well. She says, hello. Already ordered everything I didn't have today. These are great friendship stands. On my lunch break, chicken and broccoli, Joe, down £55. £55. Whoa, Christine. And Alison says, I think these sentiments would look fab in frames. They would. Box frames would look exceptional with these frames in them. Right, any questions you've got, you can get them over to me. You know the drill. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. We're going to get straight into it with Debbie. Well, I'm going to show you a few samples first. Is what I'm going to do, if I can, because these are absolutely beautiful. I love them. So you can see straight away the stamps themselves. Every single one of these have real meaning behind them. So do you know, sometimes we don't want to send a card that says happy birthday, happy anniversary, wedding, baptism, whatever it is that you want to send, sympathy, all those kind of cards that we regularly make. This is just something that you want to send to someone, but it's got heartfelt meaning behind it, and it's a stamp at the end of the day, and there's lots of things you can do from it, even down to stamping with your wet glue, your liquid glue that you may have got hold of because they were immensely popular, those gorgeous gilding flakes, and you can stamp and then create that lovely flaked feeling, flaked look on top of your stamp, which is absolutely beautiful. Of course, they are stamps, so you can do things like you can heat emboss them, match them up with some of your beautiful papers, pop them onto all sorts of different cards. I love this one that Lily did, absolutely gorgeous. It is beautiful, it's heartfelt, it's such a lovely card to send someone. And that you know is really going to put a smile on the face when they receive this, because it is stunning. The one I did earlier was that lovely chocolate box, where, of course, the friend one, I mean,
someone said earlier that should be switched with gems. Absolutely. For me it is, but I do love a bit of chocolate as well. So you can make it into your little gift boxes, then fill it up with your lovely chocolate surprises. What about all your fancy kind of folds that you can pop this on? Stamp
cute,
directly onto acetate if you want to stamp onto acetate or to vellum.
Stamping onto acetate?
Yeah, stamp onto
I don't
acetate.
see that very often.
Yeah, so you could do it with your pigment inks and you could heat set it, or you could do it with the permanent ink, which for us would be the waterproof. I'm trying to remember the name of it straight off the top of my head, but you need the permanent one, which is the waterproof one. So you can do those kind of things as well. Lovely ideas that we've got here, and then a couple of my favourite ones, which I absolutely love, what Liam did, and what a lovely, I think I remember the name, is Sabira. Love these because it's a little play on the chocolate.
They're really cute.
Just think they're absolutely fabulous. So these are really beautiful, beautiful, heartfelt sentiments that I just think are absolutely gorgeous, and it's all about your friends, because that's what it is. It's a friendship stamp. And have a lot of fun. Just get creative with it. I'm going to just literally, I'm going to repeat something that I did very way back at the beginning of the day, where I'm going to do a little bit of heat set with, heat embossing, sorry, with our pigment inks. So I'm using this time, because of you, I laugh a little harder. Wait a minute, I get it right. Because of you, I laugh a little harder, and cry a little less, and smile a lot more.
Isn't that
what
lovely?
A beautiful, beautiful sentiment that is. It really is. Now, I did say that I'd mention on priming stamps. Now, this is box fresh, so let me see if I've got hold of. Just going to grab hold of a watermark if I can.
How mucky is your watermark, Debbie?
Yes.
That's what we all want to know.
Yeah. So, translucent clear and the stamp. So, sometimes in transportation, you can get a bit of, when I say when it's been made, you can get a little bit of residue onto your stamp. So I am going to just pop that down onto my glass mat for a second. Oops, it's almost looking visible.
Oh, it's very clean, Debbie.
Yeah, I know, it's very, very clean. You can tell it's very clean. Look.
I know, very clean.
Yeah, it's not mine.
It's not yours?
It's a studio one.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm not getting mine out of my bag. No way, Jose. But just to do this, you can just give it a little light tap and cover all of that sentiment. This works with any of your stamps, by the way. And I always do take, I know Craig does it as well, but I prime all of my stamps before I use them. So I'm going to give that a little coverage. You can re-stamp over, but I like to give it a little rub in to clear over all that, if there is any residue. I'm not saying that there is, but sometimes there can be. And you can get that little, almost like a mottling effect when you first stamp. However, by doing that, it's primed and ready to go. And I'm just going to find a piece of cardstock. Let me pop my cardstock. I'm using my stamping platform. And I'm using a fairly biggish piece here because I could use quite a few stamps. In fact, you could actually do that. You could stamp quite a few sentiments and have them ready, and then you can use them and they're already, you know, heat set and everything like that. I'm just going to make sure I've got my powder though, Joe. I've got my vellum. Where's my powder gone? I've moved it. There it is, it's hiding. Got my powder, and I'm using this time fuchsia and parakeet for this one. So I'm going to make sure that's lined up
Two
properly.
of my absolute favourites, Debbie.
I love these two. Now, with our pigment inks, and I know we've got pigment opaque pigment inks onto the show, these are perfect for beautiful blending as well as heat embossing. So you get a gorgeous, lovely, smooth blend with them. Because, I mean, opaque for a start. Look at the juicy, juicy ink pad. I'm just going to hold those up for you so you can see. Beautiful, gorgeous colours. But they stay wetter longer, and almost like a bit of a sticky ink. What do we call it? A little sticky ink. So it means that you can use things like your clear embossing powder that you can then use over the top. Now, I always say this, not only can you blend with it and stamp with it for lots of, you know, your heat embossing techniques, but because of that wetter ink that doesn't dry instantly, it means you've got a bit of time to get that set with your heat tool. Even when you've stamped it for a little bit, put your powder on, you've got a little bit of time to get that ready. And I'm going to just use, I'm going to do a little bit of an ombre effect. I'm going to go at the bottom, and I'm going to use that onto there. Now, I did say earlier, I'm going to see if I can find my, yep, I've got my little finger daubers again, because I like to get into all nooks and crannies with mine. So I'm going to go in, and I'm just going to go over the top, pick that up, and go across the top of that stamp.
I guess you could just be a bit more specific with it, can you, Debbie?
I can when I use my finger daubers, absolutely, but you can go straight on. You've just seen me do that. I'll do it again with this one. Look how gorgeous and delicious. That is. Oh, it's just beautiful. Oh, I've used that word again, Joe. You were
Sorry?
saying this other day. You use a lot of delicious.
Delicious, yeah,
you've
it's
been
a word
using
I can't
quite a
stop
bit.
saying at the moment. Delicious. Lots of lovely messages coming in. Christine says, I can make a card for each of you and actually mean it with those friendship stamps. How lovely is that?
That's lovely.
Alison says, I've ordered these beautiful words at such a great price. Debbie, heartfelt is the word for these. Nancy Maddie says, these are great stamps for making cards for your friends. I love them. And Rose saying they love the sentiments too. Mary Rhino as well says, totally describes all of you at Crafters Companion and everyone here on the chat. How lovely is that?
That is lovely. Isn't that lovely? That really is lovely. Thank you. Very much appreciated, isn't it? It is.
It really is.
So I'm going to cross there. Can you see I've created a little bit of a different colour there?
Nice.
Almost purpley. Don't tell anybody. Whoops.
Oh, Debbie.
I know, I should have done it the other way round. But you can blame me on that one this time, guys. So if you...
You always get the blame.
Well, I
for
do. I get
everything.
blamed for everything, so it's
So
fine.
you may
I
as well
can take
start
it on
causing
the chin.
some havoc, couldn't you?
Now, it's nice and wet on the stamp, so what I'm going to do now is just stamp this. And the reason I'm using platform is, again, especially for me, I have a little problem sometimes with putting pressure on, just because of the little carpal tunnel issue that I have. Oh, look at that, with that lovely purple running through its centre. That is just
Beautiful.
gorgeous. But if you've missed anywhere, because you've got the stamping platform, you can go back in and you can re-ink, which I just think gives you a little bit of time and a little bit of confidence as well when it comes to stamping. But honestly, this is just beautiful. Now, because it's still wet, what I'm going to do is just pop on my clear embossing powder. You can pick up embossing powder on our website. And I know we've done lots of different embossing powders, but when you use pigment ink pads, it gives you, instead of having to go out buying different coloured embossing powders, it gives you almost like a 2 for the price of 1, because you've got your coloured ink to do all the blending with and stamping with, but then you've got, with the addition of your clear embossing powder, you've got an embossing powder of a colour as well, so it means the colour matching.
You can then tie that in with the rest of your things.
Yes,
like your borders
with
and
the rest
stuff
of the
that you've done
collections.
as well.
Yeah, absolutely, which is why I love them, and I love the idea behind that. So I'm going to heat set that now. So I'm going to bring in my heat tool, or heat gun. Wait a minute, heat gun, yeah. And I'm just going to set this now. I'm just going to let it warm up just a slight before I actually put it on there. I haven't got my super quiet one like our lovely Jan, because I've left it at home. This is a silly thing to do, isn't it?
Oh.
But I'm just going to heat set that now. So we'll start at the bottom and work the way up. And you can see it turn. It's almost like a bit of magic, isn't it, when you watch it turn? And it literally makes it more prominent. And
Mary
stand
Rhino
out.
absolutely love these colours. And Christine Mahoney says, I love that blend. It is nice to have them blending into each other like that. I said, Christine loves the blend.
Oh yes, the two colours. Sorry, it's just with the heat gun on, I can't hear you. So I'm just running that across. Notice I'm not wafting, I'm just moving it across as it's setting. Wafting, sorry, not wafting. I thought I were in Barnsley then. Wafting. And then just go across there. And I think that's heat sets. Yeah, absolutely. Now, if you want to do that again doubly, you can go back over and you can sprinkle your, and I'll just turn that off for a second, just turn that down. You can go back in and you can do a little bit of double embossing, and I'll just tap that back inside. And then, again, heat set that. So, wait a minute, get into your fast setting, Debbie, there you go. So you can heat set that, and go across and heat set that one more. You can do it from underneath as well, so if you want to do it from underneath, it's entirely up to you. I think it's a personal choice, isn't it? So I'm going to go in and just redo this, and it gives a more smoother finish when you've done that. And again, it looks absolutely incredible. I love doing a little bit of heat embossing. It looks fabulous. And that is now ready. It's all set, ready to go on to a card. I've actually just used the one that I did earlier. I've used some of our nesting dies. So our nesting dies, I think this is the Moroccan tile, this one. I can't remember the name of it. We'll have to try it. Do you know what? Excuse me, I forgot. It's because I asked Jake for them. I can't remember which one it was. I carry some circles and some squares and some ovals, but I tend to keep the straight edge ones, not the fancy ones. This is one of the fancy ones, but I thought it looked, yeah, I just thought it looked really nice and set there. And again, you can create that lovely two-tone effect with two colours. And I said two-tone, it's actually got threes because you've got the parakeet, and because I've mixed the fuchsia with the parakeet, I've created a lovely ombre shade of purple in there, and you can see that lovely shine shimmering away there. So we're going to hold that up with a little bit of foam pads.
Just to let you know, it's very busy on these. This is the official launch of these stamps, Debbie, and a fifth of the stock has gone. Loads more if you've got this in your basket at the moment over on the website. Not surprising, really, they're this busy, is it, at this price? And I think they really strike a sort of different tone to most of the stamps we've bought you in this style. So definitely going to be a welcome addition to your stash, I'm thinking.
It is, and if you'll notice with all of them, and if you just bring these in just for a second before I pop that down, you've got elements that you can actually stamp and cut out, because you've got lovely, not only have you got that beautiful script, but you've got that lovely floral design, so a nice open space so you can add colour to it if you want to, but lovely sentiments in there, and a nice font as well, and it's a readable font. It's not something that's unreadable. Obviously, me and Joe have been struggling because we've been trying to do it upside down, which is, you wouldn't be doing that at home, but you've got lovely little features on each one of them, from scrolls to all these beautiful florals, and again a mixture of fonts on that one, and then again a lovely mixture of fonts and some added additional extra embellishment detail in that stamp. So they're all beautiful. Every single one of them are very heartfelt, and I really do love these. I'm not kidding, Joe. When I saw them, I was like, oh my days, what we've been crying out for, some really nice heartfelt sentiments. For cleaning your stamp, I'll just I usually use either a rag, literally a rag on there just to clean that up, but you can use your wipes and things like that just to get the excess ink off. You can actually spritz it with a little bit of water as well, so if you've got a little spritzing tool, you can clean that as well, but I'm going to use one of our wipes that I've got and just clean that off, and then clean your stamp. You won't have to what's the word I'm looking for? Reprime it.
Right.
That's the word I was looking for. You won't have to reprime it because it's been primed now. It's good enough to go and carry on there. So again, I'm going to pop that on. Do you know what I can't get over, Joe? I'll tell you something that I can't get over. The price.
Yeah, it's amazing.
The price for 6 stamps there.
Less than £2 per stamp for a platinum member in the UK.
It really is absolutely fabulous. Now, I've gone for a little bit of an unusual card fold with this one, and I'll give you the measurements, but I've gone for a little bit of a diamond fold. Well, it's a little diamond fold. You find these, they're on the internet. You find them in all different sizes that you can do it into, but I've gone with a little fold for this one, so I'll just give you the measurements because I've got one already pre-scored and pre-cut. Now it actually measures in at 13 inches, this cardstock, so I'm just going to flatten it for a second. It measures in at 13 inches by 5, and then I'm going to give you the score. So I'm going to move this up here just for a second so I can give you and I promise I'll put it back, Charlotte, just so I can give you the measurements and where you score. So you're going to score at 4 inches, and you're going to score at 9 inches, top to bottom, on this, okay? And then what you're going to do, and using your fold, all you're going to do is literally take your scoring tool and go from the top corner of the first score line down to the bottom corner. So you're going to score down. You're going to do exactly the same from the right, from the left-hand side, and go down to that score line at the bottom right. You're going to take that down, and then you're just going to go down the centre part. So that is actually at 2 inches. So it creates this fold, and you do the same, exactly the same with this side. And rather than trying to work it out on a great big scoreboard, just flip reverse it and do exactly the same as well on this. So again, I'll just repeat that. You're going to score it at 4 inches and 9 inches. You're going in at the 2-inch mark down the centre, and then you're taking a score line from that top right-hand corner to the bottom left-hand corner, and the same with the other side from the left to the right to create that. And when you pull it in, so literally all you're going to do is fold it and then bend them back until you get that shape of, and if we just pull it back
bit
so
like
you
a
can
twist
see
and
it.
pop, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. So I'll just show you. You fold it back in. So it's a case of folding that line in, and then just fold each one back on itself.
Brilliant.
And you can see it's very, very easy to do. It looks a lot trickier than it is, but I promise you, when you get this home, you'll be able to do, when you get these stamps, you'll be able to do them on any folds. This is just a fold that I decided to use. And I've used some of our lovely papers from the spring. Now, if I remember rightly, because I've got it in my bag, just let me pick and mix. Pick and Mix is one I've used it from. Do you know the Pick and Mix 8x8
Yes.
books? I've used it from them, and I've just literally popped out.
Is it
loads
easy
of-
to determine how you do your mats and layers with this, Debbie?
So I've always said this, when I do mats and layers, I start with that dimension.
Okay.
Start with that dimension, and I go in 1/4 of an inch.
And then
so,
just slice it
yes,
down.
and then I slice it, make it a lot easier.
I was just looking at that thinking,
Yeah, we've
how
been
on
ever
earth
in
do
a
you
month
do
for
that?
Sundays. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I've covered that before on how I've done that, but that's exactly what you will do. So shall we stick it together? We've got time to stick it together.
Yeah, we've got
let's do
time.
it. So I've got all my bits and bobs. I say I've got all my bits and bobs. And then I'm looking around thinking, what did I do with my middle piece? I might have to cut one out, Joe, because I think I've left that one back on the craft desk. Let's have a nosy. Oh, dearie me. Just when I think I've got everything in my bag, I find that I haven't. Never mind. So we're going to go in, and I'm just going to stick all these pieces in.
Brilliant. Lots of you tuning in saying hi still. Alicia is in Arkansas. I love that our viewers from Arkansas even put it in now as Arkan, A-R-K-N hyphen SAS. I love it. Well trained. Elise is in North Carolina. Little Turtle Crafts Corner, Meredith Smets says hi from Hot Muggy, Southern California. Little Turtles Craft Corner, Meredith Smets, yeah.
That's a crazy name, but a really cool name.
I don't think that's a sort of christened name, something tells me. But Pam E's in Central New York. Natty's in again from Finger Lakes area of New York. How glorious. Pam E says it, yes, it was this fancy stitched oval you used. She was just using the same dye herself.
Thank you very much. It's so lovely to have someone who knows our products a little bit better than me sometimes, because I'm absolutely hopeless in remembering. I really am. So I'm just going to put all these layers on, Joe.
Nearly got a bend there, didn't I?
No, I was thinking of Charlie, because you were talking about Charlie before we went on air. So
I was just talking
about to call
about
him Charlie.
our friend Charlie Hopkins. Yes, he's one of our Glastonbury crew this year for the first year, and he keeps sending us all these names of DJs he's excited to see.
Is he excited?
Yeah, one of them was called Eats Everything, which
What?
sounds like it would be my kind of DJ.
Is that one of the
Eats
DJs?
Everything. Bushwhacker was another interesting
What?
one that he just sent.
Bushwhacker?
Bushwhacker, yeah.
Is that the name of an artist?
I don't know. It's a DJ apparently.
Oh, a DJ. Oh, yeah, because Charlie DJs.
Charlie's a
doesn't
DJ. I think
he?
he's into. Don't think he's really. I mean, I'm more sort of. Years and years, Pet Shop Boys, Diana Ross is more my kind of vibe for the weekend. Bit of Paul McCartney, maybe. I don't think I'll be seeing any. Maybe I'll go and see Bushwhacker at any point, but I'll let
my
him down
days.
gently on that.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking DJs are on. They're on throughout the day, aren't they?
They'll be. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's no way I'll be making it up. I'll be making it through till 5 o'clock in the morning. Johnny's just asking, does it stop? Not really. The nightclubs, I think, close at about sort of 6 a.m., 7 a.m.
Nightclubs in a field.
The nightclubs. Oh, Debbie, you should see. So one of the, there's like, they're not really just nightclubs. They're kind of like installations. One of the nightclubs from the outside looks like a 6-story tower block, like a sort of an old block of flats, like a sort of 70s block of flats.
Right.
And it's got a full-size London Underground train carriage crash through the front of it. I mean, it's unbelievable. Another one of the and inside, once you obviously that's a facade, and then when you go inside, it's a huge tent on the other side. But then it feels like you're going into that building. Another one of them is like a burning block of flats from sort of downtown Chicago in the 1940s.
A burning block
yeah,
of
that one's
flats.
got an American cab crash through the front of it. Yeah, it's all quite ridiculous, really. Jeffrey's.
Oh, dear.
I daren't even start telling you about the giant moving spider that spits fire that you can dance under.
Oh, my days.
Yes, I mean, it's unlike anywhere else in the world, it really is. Jeffrey's in from a sunny New Hampshire. It's 81 Fahrenheit today, 27 degrees. That sounds like my perfect kind of weather, Jeffrey. Judy's in from Jamestown, New York, the home of Lucille Ball and the National Comedy Centre. I love me a bit of Lucille Ball, Debbie.
Do you? Little Lucille Ball.
Lucille Ball, the actress who played Mame, of course, in the film Mame.
Yes, yes.
Among others. Johnny and Charlotte are just like looking at her, like shaking their
Yeah, I
heads.
think he's trying to work that out. But I thought you were a bit too young to remember who Lucille Ball was, Joe.
She died in 89. Yes, but I love all those classic old musicals. So,
Right.
That's why I know.
I'm thinking you're a bit too young to be remembering her. So,
Because-
no harm done. I've remembered remember measurements there, so I've been able to pop this on now. So I'm going to pop this onto the centre, and like I said, I've used this from the pick and mix collection that we've got. I think they're already available on the website. If they're not on the show, you can always go over to the website and have a little
Excellent.
look. But to be fair, you could use
Lucille
this with
Ball and Angela Lansbury had a very famous falling out, Debbie. I don't know if you know.
Did they really?
Because Angela Lansbury played Mame on Broadway, and the studio promised that when they made the film that she would get to play the part of Mame in the film. And then when they cast the film, El Scandalo, they cast Lucille Ball instead of Angela Lansbury, and she never worked with that studio ever again.
Really? Wow. How do you know all these things?
I don't know. I'm full of useless information, me. Beth says, my niece just graduated from the University of Maine in Orono. Now she's in Norway studying permafrost. Then she's going to go to Cambridge University in the UK for a graduate programme. I'm off to Cambridge this evening, Beth. A shame she wasn't there already. I could have said hello. She'll have to make sure she goes out punting when she gets there.
Pardon?
Punting. Punting.
Oh, right. Sorry. I don't know what I thought I heard you say. I've got this wind tunnel in my ear, and I swear to goodness I didn't quite catch what you said then.
Oh, yeah, punting.
Is that a boat thing?
Yeah, they're like those. They're like a gondola, aren't they? But you stand on the back with a stick and you push yourself.
Ah.
You punt along the river. It's very beautiful.
There you go, Joe. Nice, lovely little card
Gorgeous.
fold. Just showing you how you can use those beautiful stamps. And I've given you the measurements for that card, but it's very easy to put together, and it's a nice little stand-up, pop-out feature card there as well. There you go. Fabulous.
Amazing. I'll just take you back through these then, as you can see. Because of you, I laugh a little harder, cry a little less, and smile a lot more. This next one I'm about to show you says, a good friend is like a four-leaf clover, hard to find and lucky to have. I've learnt my lesson. I'm just going to read them, looking at them, Debbie. A good friends are hard to find, hard to love, and impossible to forget. This next one says, friend, one who listens, doesn't judge, and somehow makes everything all right. That's that one there. The next one says, friendship, it's not about who you've known the longest, it's about who walked into your life, said, I'm here for you, and proved it, which is that one there. And then you've also got there is nothing better than a friend unless it's a friend with chocolate. Absolutely. Brilliant, brilliant price on these. Very, very busy. Hundreds of you gone for these already today. Over a fifth of the stock has already gone. $13.99 or $23.75. That platinum's down to $11.19 or $19, which is, doesn't take a mathematician to work out, less than £2 per stamp, which is brilliant, brilliant value for money. Pammy says, my favourite Lucille Ball movie is Yours, Mine and Ours with Henry Fonda. Is Henry Fonda Jane Fonda's dad? Husband? Ex-husband?
Henry Fonda is what?
Henry Fonda.
Is it a dad?
I don't know, it must be, mustn't it?
Brother? Dad?
Gotta be, yeah. Susie says, Joe, what? Punting? Yeah, it's basically like it looks like a Venetian, gondola, but basically made out of four very straight bits of wood, nowhere near as fancy. And you get a big metal pole and you stand on the back. Very funny ways to live in Cambridge, Debbie, because the bridges are very low. And what tourists don't realise is, not only do you have to duck, but the pole, if you're punting along with your pole, it actually doesn't go under the bridge. So the amount of time people are punting along, the pole hits the bridge, and they go backwards, and the boat carries on that way. Yeah, the amount, they're always falling in, the tourists, yeah. It's great fun to watch. Get a bottle of wine, sit by the river on a Saturday afternoon. Honestly, one after the other, they're falling in. It's brilliant. And they also have an off licence, which is a punt as well. So they sell like wine and stuff, and they punt along the river, and they sell you, you know, a bottle of wine or some beers to you. You can buy it directly from the punt. It's a very lovely way to spend an afternoon. Anyway, enough about that from the Cambridge Tourist Board. Bev says this is an adorable card. Mary Pat says beautiful. Mary Rhino says what a sweet and pretty card. Love it. And yes, it is Jane Fonda's dad. There we are. Right, our Explorer kit will go beautifully with our brand new stamp launch, which is wonderful. It's these, our opaque pigment ink pads. These are my favourites, Debbie. Why the opaque pigment ones? What are these going to be great for?
All the things that I mentioned in that previous demo is the fact of the matter is this, they blend absolutely beautifully. And of course, they're there because of that longer open time where it doesn't dry instantly. You've got the ability then to use these as like an embossing well, not embossing powder, but to be used with your clear embossing powders or your glitter clear embossing powders to be able to heat set them. Loads of things you can do with them as well. They're absolutely beautiful. You can get some beautiful ombres of colours. That is actually a really beautiful set of colours
Lovely
that you've
colours,
just
aren't
shown then, yeah? So this is a really nice opportunity to get hold of some fabulous ink pads that do a whole heap. If you ever watch any of our shows, our Ink Pad 101s, any of our Colour Me Happy shows, where all the different techniques, they're still water-based as well, so it does mean you can do some of
really?
those techniques with your water-based ones as
So
well,
you
yeah.
can paint with them if you
Harmony,
wanted to.
they all work in conjunction with the distress inks, and I call them the distress inks, but what I mean is the water reactive inks, because we use them for distressing. The quick dry inks, they work beautifully because all of those colours that are in all three families, all three
Right.
sets, they all work in harmony with each other, which is why Leanne had this idea of what she wanted for them to work beautifully together, but they all offer you something different. And
Perfect.
those are perfect for blending and for heat embossing,
Gorgeous.
which I know you will love with any of your stamps.
And you get 2 for free in that particular configuration
Yeah.
as well. $36.99 or $55.99. Platinum price of under £30 or $45. Susie says, OMG, it sounds like a wonderful way to spend an afternoon. Couple of bottles of wine watching the punters fall in the river. Sign me up. Absolutely. The other one I want to tell you about is this, the Out of This World deal. A really great selection of A5 cardstock, 5x7 cardstock is what we're looking at. It's 300 GSM, so it's really substantial. You get 50 sheets of each colour I'm about to share with you. You've got the deep forest green, which is this one just here. We also have the burgundy, which is that one there. You've got the navy, and you've got the black as well. That is a reference to Kinky Boots the musical, if anyone has seen it. $30.99 or $40.99. That's a platinum price of under £25 or $33. What would you be using this for, Debbie?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh,
Sorry, Joe.
don't worry, if you want to get your hands... Oh, that's all right.
Is that the card?
Yeah, the A5 300 GSM.
Just perfect for anything from matting and layering to die cutting to heat embossing. You can do heat embossing on there. Do you know those gorgeous chalkboard stamps? I think they were launched with the chalkboard
Yeah,
stamps,
they
if I
were
remember
launched with the
rightly.
chalkboards.
They're going to be perfect. I actually think that's why they've put them on the show, because they're going to be perfect for those friendship stamps as well. And then of course you've got your lovely swirls. We're coming up to those in a moment. You could use them with those as well. So absolutely anything. They're pre-cut to size. That's what they are. They're pre-cut to size, Joe. So I absolutely think they're lovely.
Amazing. Grab those whilst they are on such a brilliant deal. Right, Squirrels next is where we're going. Still very busy on these. They have been since we launched them. I just want to show you, because they were launched with a sort of concept in mind.
Yes.
Myself and Debbie both agree they are much more versatile than just using them for a single concept.
Oh, yes.
But if you did just use them in this way, I mean, they are beautiful and they give you a really lovely finished result. So this is the sort of thing you're able to achieve with them. These are the dies that you are getting. So the first one here is your fancy filigree, as you can see there. We then also have the dainty snowdrop, which is that one. That gives you some opportunity to craft, doesn't it, Debbie? This one here is your elegant flourish, and you will also receive this one. That's your timeless florals. Now, the brilliant thing is about these, again, they are great value, because $23.97 or $29.85 gets you all of them, less than £20 or $24 as a platinum member, which is great because you're looking at £5 per die set there, which is amazing. A lot of people saying about the ink pads. Dorothy says the ink pads do blend beautifully. Just made a background for a card the other day. And Rose says, Joe, that sounds like fun to watch. You can turn it into a game and take bets as to who will go in the water first. Sounds like a brilliant game to me. Right, Debbie, what would you like to share with us on these?
Well, I'm going to do a little bit of a different with what I've been, because I think I did a lot. I think I did a demo yesterday with the Grand Swirls using the concept. Ali and the team thought about this because, and I did one this morning. So you can go back and watch the wake up call, because I did this one in the wake up call this morning, showing you how you can get this technique really quite easily, because you look at it and you think, well, how did you get the blue and the white not to cross over with the swirl? Well, that technique I covered in last night's show and also this morning's show, and I actually used it. It's a lot easier than it looks, and it really is a simple case of making sure that you're cutting your cardstock to the size of the die, which works out to about just over 5.5 inches. So if you cut your cardstock to 5.5 inches, you can create that negative, I'm going to call it, the negative side. So
nice.
the way, and then you can literally pop your cardstock, which is what I did with this one, and then pop your swirl back in, and it creates that lovely effect. Because when you look at it, it's quite deceiving because it's think, well, how did you do that? But it's really, really easy. And of course, it then gives you the opportunity to be able to use it on things like acetate. So you can pop it onto an acetate one. I love that one. I still keep saying that's really cool because it's like behind there. But again, it's enabling you to pop in and slide it back in. So you've got this, you know, this beautiful technique, which is quite difficult to do if you was doing it with ordinary cardstock. Love this one. I'm going to show you this one as well because I want you to think of a contrasting colour that you can slip back in. When you've cut it out and you've got that waste, and I call it the waste, but the negative side we'll call it. When you use contrasting colours, and this one's being done with flakes, so get your double-sided adhesive sheets, pop your flakes on and then die cut it, and then you can pop that back in. But again, looking at that technique, you're thinking, well, how have you done that? But it's because of how that die was worked to design, to create that. And it's the same with this in the book. But I want you to remember, we'd said this yesterday, didn't we, Joe? I want you to remember, these are a beautiful accent that you can use there, an embellishment to use behind flowers. This one's a lovely technique, and I'm going to do something fairly similar where you can use it as a background as well. It's a versatile die set at a fabulous price, under £20 on the Platinum Club price, to get hold of a set of Grande swirls, not little ones, big ones, over 5.5 inches inside. If you love flower making and you want to add some nice, beautiful, grand embellishments behind them, then that's what you can do. So it's a really useful set of dies that I think you're going to be able to use it in the way that Leanne and the team designed it to work with, Joe, but then take it into your own card making as well when it comes to, and for that reason, that's why I love them. I'm just going to pop them down under there, and I'll show you some more samples later. But they are beautiful swirl designs, and honestly, for me, that's what I love about them, and that's exactly what I'm going to use. I'm going to use one of my favourites. I love this. I shouldn't have favourites, but I have. This is the Fancy Filigree. Not thrown away though, Debbie. Don't throw it away there. And I'm going to cut it out into some cardstock. I've gone with a nice high shine mirror. I've got some beautiful smooth cardstock in this one as well. And I think, if I remember rightly, that's the 12 by 12 mirror card. You know the lovely silver one? That's from there. And then, if I remember rightly, where did I get this one from? Oh, it's driving me mad. In my stash, I'm just going to say. I'm just going to say in my stash. It's just a plain cardstock. It's just a plain, beautiful colour.
Is it peach?
Could be peach, but it's going to work. The reason I've chose it is because, do you know that gorgeous foiled 12 by 12?
That just doesn't do it justice, the camera.
It never does it. The camera does not do it.
Really doesn't.
Oh God, you can see under my chin there. That point that way. You can see it never does it any justice.
You can see up your nose in the piece.
I know. But you can, honestly, it's just absolutely incredible, this. And it's a 12 by 12 cardstock. It's not paper, it's cardstock. And it's actually foiled within the foil. It looks stunning in the mirror card, sorry, foil within the mirror card. So, and I thought those two colours went really nice, the silver and the peach, to complement it. So that's what I've got in my background, because that's going to sit in the background, but then I'm going to cover it up with these lovely swirls, which you're probably thinking, what? But I'll show you. So literally, what I'm going to do is, let's, yeah, I'll pop it, I'll make sure I get some, yeah, I'll get most out of my cardstock. Let's get the most out of my cardstock. And I can also show you as well, the concept behind it as well. So let's pop that one on, and normal combination for a thin metal die, we'll pop that on and run that through. So, pop that through your die cutting machine. These will actually fit, just because of the size, they will fit through your mini.
Nice.
Yes, so from your smaller machines upwards, they'll fit through. So if you want to just create that little embellishment, that little background embellishment, that's exactly what you can do. So I'm just going to lift that off for a second.
Alicia says, just ordered the die set, friendship stamp set and the Grande Swirl die set. Arkansas is Arkansas-cited. I love that.
Look at that, look how gorgeous that is. Isn't that just beautiful? I love these dies. I honestly, when I saw them, I was like, oh, beautiful. And I didn't catch the launch show. I think, did Michelle do the launch show? Yeah, I didn't see the launch show, but so I bet any money she'll have come up with some beautiful ideas on how to use them. I'm just going to use it again on this one, but this time I'm going to cut it as a swirl. And I'm going to show you that little concept of where you can pop it back in there as well and split it up. If you were using it in a card like this one, where you can slip it back in. So I'm going to show you a couple of ways, but for myself, I wanted to just use it as an embellishment on this particular demo. So just run that one through. Save all your waste bits, are perfect for paper piecing and backing. You know, the hold and release sheets. Do we still have those available?
Brilliant. Yeah, I think they're available over on the website still.
Yep, you could use those because you could use it for a little bit of paper piecing as well. So absolutely. Oh, it's gorgeous in this colour. Love this colour. Let's give that a little tap. Pop that out. So now I've got that beautiful, gorgeous, look at this.
That's so detailed, isn't it?
So detailed, so beautiful, and so big. I've loved swirls. I love having swirl dies, and I really do. Look at it. It's like the width of my hand. It is a nice big size, isn't it, Joe?
Lovely.
And we have like little ones in our collection, so it's lovely to have these big grand ones for this reason alone. And like I said, to have the versatility of them for me is why.
No reason, Debbie, you couldn't snip those down and make them smaller, is there? There's a sort of a halfway point, really, if you wanted some smaller flourishes.
Exactly, Joe. So I'm just going to release that because I'm going to show you. Let's bring in some white card. In fact, yeah, white cardstock I'll do. Let me just bring a bit of white cardstock in. So if you were using this, don't throw these away because this is what Leanne and the team designed. You would pop that in and then you would slide that contrasting colour back into it, and then you've got that lovely detail where it almost looks, and if you imagine that being cut down, it just shows you that this is what you can go back in with. And in a month of Sundays, we said this morning, Joe, there's no way you could physically cut around that on yourself. So that's why those dies have been created, to give you that effect. However, like I said, I showed you that this morning. And of course, let's just go back in this side. If you wanted to use the other side, let's push that side. Again, you just go in and slide it back in. So you've got that option there. And again, when you take that down and use it on a card base, you can see just how beautiful it is. But like I said, never in a month of Sundays would you be able to get that cut. So that's why that die works so beautifully with it, and what Leanne and the team had in mind when they developed this. Right, so I have got myself, I'm just going to push on my card. I've got card coming out of every orifice today. I've got myself a card blank that I've used our multi-purpose cardstock and cut down. This actually measures at 5 3/4 inches by 5 3/4 inches. So it's actually an A4 sheet scored in half and then just trimmed down to 5 3/4. So it's a 5 3/4 inch square. And like I said, this gorgeous 12 by 12 pad doesn't do it justice. On the camera I can see it doesn't do it justice, but it is absolutely stunning. For anybody who's got that 12 by 12 pad, honestly, it is out of this world, that foil card. It's so, I'm going to say delicious. I'm using your word again, Joe. It is absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to pop that on.
Oh, Lily Rugg says, I have a few minutes to chat as my birthday boy is taking a nap. I can't believe William is 1 year old today. He's a huge fan, apparently, of Crafters TV. Must be our youngest fan.
Oh,
little William.
Oh, that's lovely. Now, I'm going to... So it's his birthday, did you say?
Sorry?
Did you say it was his birthday?
It's his birthday. It's
Oh,
yeah.
That's so lovely. Oh. Now, I've cut myself, because what I'm going to show you is I'm going to make this a little feature where I'm going to have these in the middle as mat and layers, and then I'm going to use that centre part. But what I'm going to do is, and you said this, you thought this were a really good idea, Joe, where you can snip into it. So I've got myself a couple of swirls, and I'm going to put them on across both sides of that piece. Now, you're probably thinking, well, that's a little bit too big. Doesn't matter, because we've just used these as an embellishment. So rather than doing it in the way that I showed you how Leanne and the team had developed this, I'm actually showing you what you can do with it for the versatility.
Perfect.
And like I said, just so many things you're going to be able to use these swirls for. I can't wait to see what people come up with this. And I'm going to pop one on there, like so. Do exactly the same on the other, and then I'm going to snip that down.
Oh, just a great question from Alicia.
Yep.
Could you use these in your foil press?
Yes, absolutely.
I bet they would look brilliant.
Absolutely.
You know, when you just foil the whole die cut
It'll be just
piece,
the outline,
yeah.
yes. Yeah, it'll be the outline, and that'll look absolutely exquisite. You imagine foil pressing those dies, you're going to get that lovely thin beautiful outline detail, delicate detail that you'll get from this. It won't be a solid one like they've been designed, but as you know, our Craig is a lover of that technique, and I have to agree, it just looks absolutely stunning.
My favourite bit with the foil press is when you take the whole die cut piece and put it back through, you know, like the bit you're holding there, Debbie, for instance.
Yeah.
Foil press the whole bit. I bet you could do that as well, couldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
And of course, I know you have showed us already using these with your gilding flakes, which worked beautifully, didn't it?
Oh yeah, I did that last night. It looks absolutely stunning. So what I'm just going to do is, I'm just going to snip off, which I know you're probably thinking, well, that's a bit of a waste, but it just shows you the kind of things that you can do with them.
I wouldn't be surprised if you kept those bits, Debbie.
I'm going to be good. I've got to go down to Birmingham tonight, so I'm going to be good.
Are you a hobby maker tomorrow?
Yes, yeah, I'm covering our lovely Michelle, because Michelle's a little bit under the weather, so I'm covering
Bless
our
her.
Michelle's shows tomorrow. So I was busy, as you saw, when we were busy having this tea. I was doing a bit of prep.
You were, weren't
while
you?
I was stood here. Been doing my admin while I was stood here. Went and filled my car up, came back, ate my sushi, and doing a little bit of prepping here. Non-stop today, it really has. But
I didn't see you because I was
loads of fun.
parading around in a bright pink suit, Debbie. I can't tell you.
Oh, I
can't
missed
tell you what it was for.
Oh.
Yeah, but we're doing a very, very important photo shoot today
Have
over
you-
in the old studio. So
Have you
you'll
taken
see
any
those
photos?
pictures soon.
Have you taken any photos?
I haven't got any photos. No.
Oh no, I want to see. Have
Not
I got
allowed
to
post
wait
them,
now?
Top secret. Got to wait. Something that
Oh.
will be happening in the summer.
Oh, I wonder what will be happening
Wonder
in the
what
summer.
it could be in the summer. Maybe in
wonder
June or
what it'll be.
July.
Now look, I've created a background piece, Joe, by snipping that off. Can you see how beautiful that looks?
Gorgeous.
Really just showing you the things that you can do with these. But I'm going to use, I'm not going to waste this, I'm going to pop this on, but I'm going to do it a little bit of a drop shadow. So I'm going to put all my glue onto the back first. And again, it is a delicate die, so please remember, no heavy-handedness. Don't go heavy hands, just put your light taps of your little dotty tape pen. And dotty tape pen, let me tell you, is the perfect thing to pop in your basket if you haven't got one for these fabulous dies. You can see how sticky it is. It's stuck to my fingers. It's really sticky. Yeah, just make sure, because you don't want any glue seepage. You want it to stick down, but you don't want any of the glue showing through there. So I'm going to marry that up now, and I'm going to take that piece, but I'm just going to
Oh,
slightly,
nice.
can you see, just
This
by
is gorgeous.
dropping it slightly, it creates that lovely little drop shadow, and that's what I wanted to achieve with that one. And then again, I'm going to take my scissors, I'm going to cut that off. Imagine doing it on a bigger piece, something like a 5.5 by 5.5 square piece. Oh, what about doing it on a bigger piece, like an 8 by 8, and putting all these swirls on in the background? That would look incredible as well. So again, I'm going to do the same with this one. I'm going to just pop my glue onto the back.
Very busy on these. Debbie continues to be very busy. I know we launched them on Friday. They were a real hit then. We saw them yesterday. You guys love them, and loads of you going for them right now in this show too. I think we've really been great, haven't we? We've had some really good, super good value launches the last few days.
Yeah.
We really have, you know, products that are going to enable you to do lots with them, but they're not breaking the bank, which is perfect.
Exactly. Right, so I'm going to turn that because I had it turned a twisty turn round. But what I'm going to do is, I've just realised I've not got glue on there. Let me put some glue on. So I'm going to now twist it. See how super sticky our dotty tape pen is. And I'm going to do exactly the same. So I'm going to get that and I'm going to just drop shadow it slightly, just a fraction. I'm going to make sure I've got that on that swirl, and I've now created a lovely little drop shadow with that swirl. Gives it a real full effect. Very, oh, it's just beautiful. It looks just incredible when you do this technique. And again, I'm just going to take off the ends around there. But honestly, for me, having a set of grand swirls like this is just a must-have. I mean, I know Leanne and the team have got an idea on how you can, take it and then pop it back into place so that you've got a lovely effect. But for me, it's the fact of these are beautiful swirls that you can use for all your decorations. So lovely that you've got a couple of ways that you can use them. But of course, you've got all the other ways that you can use them, like things like this, where you can use them for a little bit of matting and layering. And I'm going to use that silver and that peach combination again and really highlight and accentuate, is that the right word?
Yeah.
That beautiful colour
That's
tones.
gorgeous, Debbie.
And it really is so easy to do. It is an absolutely easy technique. Not a lot of effort required, but a maximum wow factor when you use these. So have I run out of tape? There's no way I've run out of tape again. Oh, goodness me. Could we ask our lovely boys if they could...
Jake's here.
If our Jake could get hold of me some solid tape pens, please, Jake. Thank you.
Daddy Jake's on the case.
Oh, I've still not seen any pictures of little Mabel.
No, me neither.
I know, I need to see little pictures. Please tell me I've not missed a visit. Has she been in?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, thank goodness for that, because I thought I've missed a visit. I need to time it so they come in and see. Or I might just have to go and stalk them at their house and go and have a little look at it and a cuddle. Right, so I'm going to pop that onto the top.
Eleanor says, I really love these swirls. They are pretty. Hannah says, I love drop shadow. It adds so much. People in the comments want to know how Jake is enjoying being a daddy as well. We'll ask him in a minute when he comes back with your tape pens.
Yeah, that'd be lovely, yeah. I can hear him busy rooting around in the drawers, trying to get me those tape pens, bless him. And I'm just going to pop little couple of foam pads on the back. And then I'm going to take that off the back as well. Oops.
Oh. Are you okay, Jake? Yeah, he's okay. Don't worry, he's all right. I hope he's more careful with the baby.
I was just about to say the same thing. I was just about to say the same thing.
Everyone wants to know how
you've got to come here.
How you're coping with life as a daddy.
It's all right. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah.
And how little is she now? Is she?
No, she's big.
Is she getting bigger?
Oh yeah, she's at least like 12 pounds now.
Wow!
Yeah.
You need to bring her in, or you need to show
I will.
pictures
I
or
will.
share pictures, because he's not on social media, so you don't do social media,
Well, I'm
do
on
you?
Instagram, yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's not quite the same, is it? Facebook for me all the way.
Our very
but
own
yeah.
Zac Efron from High School Musical. Everyone.
Yeah. Well, come here, yeah. God, this is cool. This.
Turn around and show us your ball. There we
Oh,
are.
it's Chicago Bulls. Is that an American
Yeah.
team?
Yeah.
How do you follow those?
No, I just thought Jack was cool.
I love it.
Fashion icon. It is the cool jacket, Jake. It is a cool jacket. And thank you for my tape pens. Thank you for those. Now I'm going to pop that on to the back now. So I've created this matte and layer feature, but look how beautiful that's looking. I'm just going to add a couple of extra little things on here, and I'm going to add a little sentiments. Let's pop another foam pad on the back of that one. So pop that on.
Oh, lots of love for Daddy Jake in the comments.
Oh. So I'm going to put that, have an enchanted birthday, and then finish it off just in that top corner with a little bow.
Hannah Law says, I love drop shadows. It always adds so much. It's definitely well worth the extra effort, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So there you go. You can just use it to create a very simple, quick and easy card without the need of using it, you know, with the negative part. But you can just use them as an embellishment. They're beautiful dies that I know you're going to use time and time again, Joe. I promise you. Once you've got these, you're going to absolutely love them.
Yeah, they really are a fabulous set of dies. And again, the value for money is absolutely incredible with them. You've got the fancy filigree, which is this one just here. We then have the dainty snowdrop. This one here, that is the elegant flourish. And you will get the timeless florals as well. You're going to receive all 4 sets there. $23.97 or $29.85. That comes down to less than £20 or $24 as a platinum member. If you're new to us here and you're thinking, gosh, what is this? What's this platinum price all about? I can see it on my screen there. Of course, everyone that joins up to Club Inspire will get some sort of discount. Whilst you check out your baskets, let's share with you some more details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Put away your tape measure and fabric scissors. The Threader's fabric cutter offers accuracy and precision with every cut. This handy tool slices through fabric in a guillotine style. Its ergonomic design features a comfortable and protective handle, so it's safe and easy to use whether you're right or left-handed. Its 45mm rotary blade will cut up to 6 layers of fabric at a time, so your sewing, quilting, and upholstery project times are cut down to size. It's equipped with a measuring guide in metric and imperial for a perfectly accurate cut every time. The built-in grid ruler has 30-degree, 45-degree, and 60-degree angle lines, so you can cut fabric on any angle, including the bias. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Achieve crisp, precise, and perfect die cutting results every time with the Gemini Accessories Plastic Shim. The idea behind the plastic shim is that it creates a thicker plate combination, offering an even more precise die cutting result with each pass. Simply pop a plastic shim between your cutting plates and then roll through your Gemini die cutting machine and voila! An amazing precise cut every time. Plastic shims work really well with detailed or thin metal dies. So if intricate cutting is your thing, then the Gemini Accessories Plastic Shim is your best friend. Quick Buy, get yours now.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Very, very busy show is what we're having at the moment. Right, lots of you chatting away as well. A lot of love for Jake in the comments too. Chicago Bulls jacket, love it. Jeffrey says, love that was Rhonda. Love the update, Jake, and a standing jacket there as well. Miriam saying, such an elegant looking card. I'm loving it. Mary Ryan says, gorgeous and elegant card as well. And also, Laura says, love it, quick and easy, but it doesn't look simple. The recipient will think you've spent hours making that. That's what we all want, isn't it, at the end of the day? Question, sorry if it's silly, but could you please explain the difference between the hold and release sheets and the double-sided sheets, please?
So the hold and release. So double-sided sheets is a very thin, double-sided adhesive, strong adhesive, so it's perfect for all your gilding, flakes and things like that. You could actually do paper piecing with it, but it's a bit too sticky, it's a bit too high stickiness. Whereas the hold and release sheets are thicker. You can die cut through them, and then they just release really easily with the double-sided sticky on the other side. So it's very easy to pop them back in, and so it's well worth investing in them for when you want to do paper piecing, and much easier than using your double-sided adhesive sheets. In my own opinion, that's just my opinion.
Yeah,
the other experts might have another opinion on that, but for myself, I love the hold and release sheets because you run them through your die and you can be colouring them in. You can just literally die cut and then colour over and then pick out the pieces and then pop them in, and it's so easy to do because it's just got an adhesive on the one side. So for me, absolutely stunning. I love them. You really do need to try them if you've never tried them before. Just get yourself one pack, and I promise you, when it comes to paper piecing, you'll never go back to any other method because they're just a fabulous sheet. So the double-sided sheets, they're fabulous for things like gilding flakes. I've used them all the time with my gilding flakes, and it's also a great alternative when you want to cut your sentiments and things like that out, and maybe add some glitters onto the front, because they're double-sided adhesives, but it's a different, completely different concept. One's very thin, one's a lot thicker, and it's just easier to pop back in when you're doing your paper piecing. And we've got lots of tutorials doing the hold and release sheets. I can't remember who did the launch of them. I want to say Sarah. I think it might have been Sarah, actually. But go back and have a little look at them and how easy they are to use as well. Perfect for your paper piecing, which is why I highly recommend you try one, even if it's just one. Just try one, and I promise you, you'll never go back to any other method when it comes to a...
I think if you've tried it before, paper piecing, and
yes.
I've been swearing at it rather than by it.
Exactly.
Those sheets are definitely going to make that a lot easier for you. We're going to move back to these. They are, of course, today's earlier launch. There is a full launch day on these. If you missed it with myself and Debbie, you can go back and watch that back anytime you like. But they are this amazing new concept, and it is this pop-out die element. They look incredible when they are in your projects. You also get then, of course, the worker die, which is the outer one, and then the nesting dies on the inside of here too. So you are actually getting extra nesting dies as well in your stash also. This one here is the Grande circle. You will get the Regal diamond. Then you've also got this one, which is your majestic damask, and then the Baroque oval too in there, which is brilliant. All of them, so many different ways that you can use these in your projects. Thank you for the hold and release. The hold and release are in my cart, says Ro. So brilliant. Right, Debbie, we've had a very busy day featuring these pop-outs. They offer us something really that we don't really have, do we, currently?
No, I know, and they're really, you know, the idea behind this is that you've got one worker die in each set. So all four have got different shapes to them, and each one of them have got this whole, I'm going to call it the worker die because I can't think of a better word, which enables you to create a pop-out effect. So it's not to be, and I said this in the launch show, don't confuse this with the swing dies, it's completely different. It's literally a die that's the worker part that starts here. You've got at the top and the bottom what I call affectionately the kissy lips. They look like little duck lips, to be honest, if you turn them to the side, but little look, they're so cute.
Do ducks have lips?
Do they?
No,
Little
they've got
beaks.
a beak. I don't think they have lips.
Little duck beaks then.
Okay.
But for me,
Because I can't imagine if they were going to wear lipstick, where would they put it? That's what I was thinking. That's how you denote if something has lips on. That's how you denote if something has lips. If something has lips, you think, could I put lipstick on it? No, doesn't have any lips. Could I put lipstick on it? Yes, it's got lips. There you go.
Who knows? Daisy Duck might have a little bit of lipstick on hers. Who knows? Now, yeah, you've got those at the top, Joe. So it's a little, what I call a little space, which enables it to stay connected into the top of your card and to the bottom of your card, or if you're having it sideways as well, because you can have it either way. It's entirely up to you. And there's lots of concepts that I think we've shown during the day, during the launch show, and I'm pretty sure you'll be showing us again later as well. But it's got this outside cutting edge that runs all the way down to that next gap. And then it's got this little gap again where it keeps connected in. Then it starts up again all the way up to the very top. And then you've got all the rest of the dies that then create all the decorative, the ornate feature. That creates the pop-out. That's the worker die, so that creates the pop-out. These are the next ones that then use your decorative with your contrasting papers, your cardstocks. You've got a mat that fits into there perfectly. Then you've got a decorative mat. So again, put those side by side so you can see them. And they all go down perfectly in increments. You don't have to work it all out. We've done all that for you. And this is a beautiful die that cuts out on its own as well. So it's a separate mat that you can put in. So it's not one that has to work with this one. It's separate to it. So it's got an outside cutting edge. The inside, though, remains solid. So it means you can create beautiful features like a solid feature where you can pop stamped in the middle there. But then you've got these dies that enable you to do the extra matting and layering if you want to, or marry that together and it'll cut you a beautiful decorative frame and also cut out that triangle part in the centre. And then you've got another one there that creates that lovely mat and layer too. So lots of options, lots of ways you can use them. Those are your decorative, I'm going to call them the decorative nesting dies that lie within the ornate pop-out feature, because that's the bit that pops out. That's the worker die, and all four sets have got their own worker die. and each individual one then has its own sets.
Brilliant.
So really nice and easy to do, and I'm going to show you the simple concept of that pop-out feature. So I've taken a piece of, and I've done it again with the 12 by 6, so it's already done to size and measured perfectly, and I've popped a score line down the centre at 6 inches. So 12 inches by 6 inches and scored a line down the centre at the 6-inch mark. Now I want to put my pop-out in the centre of this piece. Now there's 2 ways you can do it, and I've shown that throughout the day. I've shown it a couple of times now. You can actually put a score line down the centre of there. So to be a centre, that would be 3 inches. I prefer, just my own personal preference, but I prefer to, let me see if I find my pencil, Joe. I know I had it earlier, there it is. I prefer to do this and just mark this off with a ruler. No right or wrong way, it works, make this work for you. That's all I always say, make it work for you. But I just want to pop a little faint pencil mark. And I'm going to use my glass mat as well, again, just there. I'm just going to pop it just at the top and the bottom. Like so. And that's then for me to line up this little kissy lips onto the top and the bottom of my pencil line. And that means I'm not going to have a score line going down the centre. That's just my preference. I mean, there's nothing to stop me from doing it where it goes down the centre. It's just the way I prefer to work. I like, it's just how I work. Honestly, it's how I work. And especially when you're doing the doubles and the triples. And believe you me, you can go back and watch that show, that launch show. It lives on forever in our library. Is that the right word to use for it, Johnny? Library?
You know what? A library.
A library of all our shows.
Or if we're being fancy in Spanish, we could say a biblioteca.
Pardon?
A biblioteca. Biblioteca.
Biblioteca,
Yeah,
sorry.
Spanish word for library. Don't ask me why I know that, I just do.
How on earth do you know these things, Joe?
Biblioteca. Do know? I mean, I've not been to a library in the UK, let alone one in Spain, but I still know the word. I don't know how.
Now, you can, and I did, again, I've explained when you're cutting your panels and you want your paper to fit behind the panel neatly, you can pop your pieces on it and go back to that launch day show where I did the 2 methods. I'm going to go in with the full method again with this one, and I'll explain a little bit more. If it's the first time you're tuning in thinking, what's she talking about? You can go back to that launch show and I'll show you through a couple of the demos how you can create different looks, because there's lots of things you can do with these. They really are absolutely phenomenal. Now, I've actually just used in that plate combination, because it's the worker die, I haven't put the magnetic shim in there. I've just used the cutting plate, the plastic shim, and the other cutting plate on the top with a die sandwiched in there with my material, which I'm cutting, which is multi-purpose cardstock. And for me, it's all about that pressure. We talk about it a lot here at Crafters TV, but it is down to pressure of your machine. So when I take this off and lift that off, let me do that on both sides. That's the worker part done. So I'm going to put that back onto the sheet. And now you can see I've got part of it cut out, but nothing here in the centre parts. So what I'm just going to do, Joe, is I'm going to get a pencil and just rub that out. But I'm going to put a couple of little score lines now into there. Now, you can do it with your fingers if you want to, but I am going to use my scoreboard. I like things to be nice and neat. And I'm going to use those pencil marks, place that onto my scoreboard, and I'm just going to then pop in there. Let me see if I can find my scoring tool. Where have you put it, Debbie? I've buried everything. I can tell it's getting towards the end of the day. Excuse me. And I'm going to pop that just at the top where that line meets, and then I'm going to rub out my pencil mark.
In French, it's also bibliothèque as well. There you are.
What, eh?
And it's bibliothèque in Danish. Bibliothèque.
What's a bibliothèque?
Because Lena is in Denmark at the moment. She's Danish. She'll let me know.
Oh. Learn
How
something
do you
new
say
every day.
kissy lips in Danish, Lena? Let me know. You could maybe say it in Danish, then we'll give that one to you, Debbie. Kissy lips in Danish.
Lips. Now, I've just scored in the centre part, and then what I'm going to do is, because I want this to pop, I'm just going to fold that in and pinch that top and the bottom. Careful when you're doing that, you don't want to be tearing your pop out. But look, can you see there now? You've got that pop out shield on the front. I love it. I absolutely love it. And you can, like I said, go back to that show. I showed you how to do a single one, how to do a double one, how to do one with an easel, and how to do a triple one. And your triple one you can have in a straight line, or you can stagger them. So for me, this is a really cool idea. And like I said, you've now got that lovely pop-out element. And what you've then got, Joe, is you've got all the rest of the dies to be able to do all the decorative features. So I'm going to bring this in for a second, because I've got lots of beautiful papers that I'm going to do. But I did say to you, that, I mean, I've used some of my favourites. Hummingbird, I know we haven't got any. I don't think we've got any more, have we, hummingbird papers?
Oh, imagine using your
No.
sunflowers with this, though.
Exactly, exactly. But what you can do is, you know, if you don't like the gap there, you can actually measure your panels. Now, bearing in mind, I know that that's a 3-inch panel. When it comes to matting and layering, just remember your measurements and go down a quarter of an increment, and that's exactly what I've done. And I can stick that around the back like so, and it gives it a really nice finish. It gives it a really nice neat finish. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pop my glue onto the inside of here, like I did earlier in the earlier show. And we're going to pop that down. But there is a couple of ways you can do it, and I have explained throughout the, the launch show how you can do the 2 ways. I'm just going to go in though and cover it all up with this one, and then pop my panel on the inside. I'm just going to turn that over and give that a little, there we go, perfect. And I'm going to repeat that on the other side as well. So I'm going to go in there, and it almost gives it like a little floating illusion when you use a solid panel. It just gives it a really nice feature. So no right or wrong way, you can do it whatever works for you. But I'm taking care not to put my glue over the edge. There we go.
We'll be doing the preview of that brand new Nature's Garden collection very shortly as well,
it's
Debbie.
absolutely gorgeous.
It is glorious.
It is. I think Debbie comes back off is she back off a holiday on Monday?
Sorry?
Is she back off a holiday on Monday?
She must be, yeah.
Yeah, I think
She was
she's...
away. She was away. Because was she away
She's only
for
just
the
got
Jubilee weekend?
She's only just got back
I
from
think
the
she'd
other
only
one.
just got back. She went for the Jubilee weekend and then into this week, didn't she? She go for a week. I'm not sure. Kiss. Oh, they are kissalibers. Kissy lips. Kissalibers. Kissalibers. Kissy lips.
Kissalibers.
Kissalibers.
Look at that. Look how gorgeous that looks. And I'm just going to use, because I did use my vellum pad. I don't even think we've got any vellum pads left, have we? Of the hummingbird. I think all the cardstock. So again, think of all the cards that you've got, all the cardstocks, all the pretty papers that you have. Think of all the ways that you can use this. I just wanted to use some of my own stash up that I've got, and I did use the beautiful vellums instead of the papers, because I'm fast running out of the papers myself. And silly old Debbie, I didn't get it in bulk buy either. I only bought the one.
Oh, Debbie.
What a silly, fateful mistake that was. And I'm not going to do it with the sunflower one. Let me tell you, I'm going to be getting, when you see that pad, I can't wait for you to see it.
In Italian, baciolabra.
I beg your pardon?
Baciolabra.
Baciolabra.
Yeah, kissy lips in Italian. Baciolabra.
Baciolabra.
There you are.
Right, so we've got the bases done. And then what I'm going to do now is fill up using the decorative dies on there. So we've got a bit of textured cardstock, and I'm going in with a bright pink for this one. I'm going to use, though, the outer diamond on that one.
I
love
wouldn't want
this
to predict the
shade.
fuchsia, but I think this might be fabulous.
Fuchsia.
Want to predict the fuchsia?
Oh,
Fabulous.
oh my goodness. Oh, Joe,
Can you tell we're both a bit tired today?
Normally, yeah, because I'd be like,
Debbie's like, I've just had enough.
God, oh God, the dad jokes. Are you morphing into Ben?
No.
No, not at all. Now I'm going to use these with my large plates and pop those onto there as well. So let's pop that on. Oh, guess who's back tomorrow?
Guess who's back
Guess
with a
who's
brand? I
back?
don't know who's
Yeah,
back.
Craig!
Craig
Woohoo!
Bagel and Ben as well.
And Ben, yeah. So the fabulous duo are back. The brother, what do we call them? The brothers in arms, not
Is
brothers
that what
in
they're
arms.
called?
I think they've given themselves a little nickname, haven't they? And I can't remember what it is. Tag team. Is that what they call themselves?
They are a tag team, but I don't know what sort of
A
tag
wrestling tag team. They both love the wrestling, don't they?
team. Johnny
yeah.
was obviously paying a lot of attention when they was explaining this. Oh, he said he wasn't listening. There you
What
are.
was that? Who were not listening?
Johnny wasn't listening. He doesn't know. He's like, oh, I'm not really sure. They go on about something. They brought some belts in.
Oh my days! Yeah, because I think Dan gave him. I think your Dan.
He's not my Dan.
That's how
rumours. That's how rumours start, Debbie.
Your Dan, my Dan. Emily's Dan. But yeah, gave Craig one of the belts, and they were both playing with him. You know what they're like. They are a right team, though. Them two, they do crack
What are
me
they
up.
like?
They do crack me up. I haven't worked with Ben for ages again. Literally, I think I worked with him just before the holidays, I think it was. But yeah, I can't remember when I last worked with him. It was the first time I'd seen him when I did work with him, because I just ran across car park and threw my arms around him, because it had been about 3 months since I'd worked with him. So it's just the way the shift pattern works, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people think we disappear and don't do anything, but believe you me, we do. We're always busy beavering in the background. We are. Always busy working, and then of course we've got our other commitments that we go to down at Hobby Maker too. So, right, all my pieces. I'm just going to put my dies back though, Joe, because I know what I'm like. And I'll end up losing them, and then I'll be cursing myself when I can't find them later. But what we're going to do now, look at that.
Oh, it's the custard cream one again.
It is, yeah. And when you layer it up, let me just pop this down for a second. Look at it. And I've chosen these colours because the colours from my papers just, I thought, really made that fuchsia pop from my pieces there. And then I have pre-stamped, put those two together, but I've pre-stamped a I'm here for you, because I am. Always, Joe. And I've cut myself some little leaves as well that I'm going to put. Give it a little tropical feel with it being the Hummingbird collection. So let me just pop all those pieces down. So what we'll do is we'll start to layer this up. Now, I have got, let's pop that on there first. So we'll pop a little bit of wet glue onto the back part. And place that then into that nested, and it just works so beautifully together. Nothing to stop you as well from using that die, the worker die, and just snipping off the top and the bottom, and you've got yourself a whole set of new nesting dies as well. So not only have you got the pop-up, which is why it comes from that creator card range. I talked about this earlier. It comes from that creator card range because the versatility that we offer you with the creator card, for me, makes this really, really stand out. So I'm going to just pop the next one onto there, and I've given it a little lift with some foam pads because I'm going to nestle some of my pieces around the back. So let's get those pieces in. Tape pen, Debbie, tape pen. Yeah, tape pen. So I'm going to pop one underneath. Pop a few of these on actually. Really give it a nice decoration. Pop that underneath. But think of all the things that you've got in your collection with this one. I know I've got loads, so I know I'm not the only one. I've just realised I've been using the dotty one I wanted to use there. Pop that on there. And just tuck that underneath that corner. And I'm going to do the same on the other side as well. Like so. Oh, just so a little bit of a waste bit there. Isn't it quiet? Everybody's gone home, haven't they? It's so quiet.
We're all drawn
Johnny
in, Debbie.
and Charlotte are quiet.
Encapsulated? No, that's not the word.
The what?
Captivated, not encapsulated.
Encapsulating
We're all
it in my
encapsulated by
cardstock.
Debbie's demo.
Can you imagine? Could you imagine?
Everyone's just talking about these blooming sunflowers in the comments.
Are they all waiting? They're
Everyone's
waiting
down
with
a
bated
sunflower-based black hole at the moment in the comments.
Oh, because it's just exquisite. Absolutely exquisite. I can't wait to show you some samples. You've got the paper pad over there, which they haven't given it me for a reason, because they know what I'm like. I'm liable to stick it in my bag and take it home. Because
How many pages have you nicked out of it already?
What,
How many pages have you nicked out of it already?
I promise you I haven't taken one. I haven't taken a single one. Now, I've popped this stamp. Now, normally, when you're popping it on there, let's just get this back in, you would think that you could use it like so. to create that lovely nesting. But I'm actually twisting mine up a little bit, and I'm going to turn it just onto the side to create a little bit more dimension with what I'm here for you. And then, what did I do with my gems? Yeah, I'll use my pink ones. I thought I had some green ones, but I've misplaced them. So I'm going to pop some pink ones, and again, that just accents that lovely pink fuchsia flower that's on the beautiful vellum. Oops. Let's get
I
that
love the
one on.
colourways in this. They are so cool, aren't they?
Well, I like, do you know, when I'm choosing and when I'm designing cards, what I tend to do is choose my paper, so like your background paper, and then work around it with the colours that I'm going to add in, so like the background papers. Hence, I find it a lot easier than trying to do it the other way around. So that's how I work when I'm doing these. So let me just pop that on.
What paper pad is Debbie using? Natty wants to know. Well,
So
we
it's
can't tell
vellum.
you about it. Natty's new to us here, and I'm sorry.
Oh,
it's,
I'm so sorry, yes.
It's long gone.
Yes.
It looks a bit Vegas, Debbie.
Do you
Do you
very
mean it could be like advertising a Vegas showgirl kind of show? Do you know what I mean? With the feathers and the gems and the pinks.
Very much so. Do we know where Natalie's from?
Natty,
Natty, sorry. I thought you
she's
said Natalie.
from the Finger Lakes region of New York.
Oh, from New York. Right, I was going
New
to say,
York.
because I do know that there is some paper pads of the hummingbirds, and I only know because I saw them in there when I was in there at the Evesham store. They've still got some.
Have they?
Yes. Yeah.
It's a long
way
trot
from New
from New
York,
York.
though, unfortunately. But now you can see that lovely pop-out element. So it lays lovely and flat. And then you've got that lovely pop-out element. And because I've done it as a solid base, it actually looks like I've got a floating panel on front. When in actual fact, it's just how I've cut it out with my worker die. So there you go. Another lovely one with those beautiful pop-out dies. They're absolutely gorgeous. I know that you've been loving them as much as we have here. So yes, get hold of yours
they're beautiful,
at that
aren't they?
amazing price.
Really fab. So busy all day. Continues to be really busy now as well. You can see here the designs you're getting. So you're getting the Grande circle. You're also going to get, of course, this one, which is your Regal diamond. Not the easel diamond, as I called it all through the wake-up call, because I was struggling to understand Johnny saying Regal. I thought he was saying easel. Say Regal again. Yeah, it doesn't
what
sound
is
like
that?
easel now, does it?
Regal?
Easel, Regal. No, that must be my hearing, I think. I feel like I'm getting more deaf as well, Debbie, you know. I think it's getting worse. I need a hearing aid, I think. The time has come. And then, of course, you've got that one there was a majestic damask. And you've got Baroque oval. Or maybe a big, like, hearing trumpet. Will they go on the outside, Johnny? So just like, I just basically does that the whole time, so I can hear it. Yeah. Brilliant. All right, we'll give that a go first.
bless you.
You're going to get 4 creator cards here for £31.96 or £40.95. Platinum members are looking at about £8 per die collection, which for the amount of dies you're getting and the versatility and how much you're going to use them is brilliant. It's actually stonkingly good value for money is what I would say. Usually it takes me longer to pick out the paper than to make the card, says Kay. I bet you're not on your own there. Right, the time has come. We are going to look at the amazing brand new sunflower collection. Ooh, look at all these goodies. It's launching with myself and Debbie Fisher on the 14th of June. That's this coming, where are we today? Tuesday. Next Tuesday, a week today, it's going to be launching with a pair of us. So please do come and join us. Let's start off with a paper pad first because it is gorgeous. Now, look at the colourways you've got first. That's just the first B side, but the colour wash on the other side is beautiful. Let me show you the main page as well. So you've got all of that sunflower detail as well, as you can see just there. Really wonderful. Going to be great if you want to fussy cut elements of these out. They're going to work perfectly for that. But then what you've also got, look, it's all of this gorgeous detail. They are massive blooming, aren't they? They really are.
She's at it again, our fair paper. Oh
Look
my!
at that one,
fair
just
paper
stunning.
pad, sorry.
Love
Paper
this
pad.
as well.
The colours.
Fey paper pad.
Fey paper pad.
Paper pad.
Paper pad, yeah.
Paper pad.
Look at the design on
Her
this.
surname's
page.
not paper pad. No. What? Who makes our paper pads?
That's not a real name.
That's not a real name.
Oh, do you know, for a minute then I thought Johnny was being serious.
I
Look
thought
at
her
that
name was-
paper. Oh my
name's
God.
paper pad, Miss Faye paper pad. But look at how gorgeous they are. What I love about it with this as well, it almost looks like, see this one here? I don't know if you can see that detailing very well there. I'm sure you can. There
This
you
is
are.
what she's so good
So
at.
see here, it looks like it's been white heat embossed. Can you see it? Can you see it there? Looks like it's been heat embossed. Absolutely beautiful. Is Johnny still going on in there?
It's still going on. Look at just look at the colours. Honestly,
Look at that one.
I think I'm going to be putting about 3 or 4 of these in my basket myself because the paper is out of this world. It's absolutely stunning. I honestly,
We'll go
this
with
is
your
before
B
we've even looked
collection,
at
Hannah Law
anything.
said. Yeah,
What,
it really
love?
will go with that. Hannah Law said it'll go with your B collection. It really will.
Oh, it
180
will.
GSM, then 36 sheets there.
Oh.
You're also going to get another 36 sheets in the 6x6 resize, which is wonderful. You cannot order until next Tuesday, I need to let you know. It's just a preview.
We're whetting the appetite.
We've also got the double-sided luxury linen cardstock as well, which is also really gorgeous. All wonderfully colour matched to go with that main collection. It's got real sort of midsummer harvest festival kind of summer vibes to it, which I'm absolutely loving. Let's pop that then down back into there. There is flower forming foam, which is not the norm for a nature's garden. We don't often see foam in a nature's garden. So you can see there, lots of love coming in for this already. Oh wow, says Kay. Dana says gorgeous. Mary Reiner says I feel lightheaded and I might pass out. I hope there is a 6x6. There is, Gilmore. Absolutely gorgeous, says Miriam. Nee says, oh Joe, swooning till the last flick. There we are. Pam says, I predict a riot. Miriam says, it's sold out already. It's not in stock yet. Lily saying, I might have to pull a Christine Mahoney. I think that means ordered absolutely loads. Let me share with you the vellums, because the vellums... Oh! Fred's going to rob a bank apparently, and Gilmore's going to be the getaway job. We can't condone that. We can't condone illegal activities to get the paper pads. But again, look at these beautiful vellums that you've got in here. All wonderfully colour matched. 6 designs in there. Of course, you're going to get 4 of each of those, which is glorious. Let's move into the hardware then, because this is also really exquisite. With regards to that, do you know what I love about this collection? We've done a big paper collection,
Yep.
but we've kept it really quite succinct with the hardware here
Yes.
as well. And I think that's a really shrewd move with this particular collection. So what we've got here is a beautiful die with a frame. You could also then bring in there your own sentiments. So yes, use it with the Fabulous Friend sentiments, but think about bringing your own in. You've got layering dies, layering stamps, sorry, here with this, which is with the thank you so much. Beautiful, beautiful floral dies. Look at those, aren't they absolutely stunning? We've got stamps in here which are image stamps and sentiments as well. I absolutely love the image that you've got just there. We've then got this, a stamp set, but with the sunshine there in the die cut element. You've got a wonderful creator card die. Look at that. It's going to give you shed loads of opportunity, that one, Debbie, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Really lovely. And you've also got a brilliant, now these are just, I mean, honestly, Picasso, eat your heart out. Look at those.
I know,
they
that
are
beautiful
absolutely
3D
stunning.
folder.
Really gorgeous. It all launches on the 14th of June. During the wake-up call, of course, you'll see it first, and then... No wake-up call. Oh, it will be on wake-up call, sorry. And then also it will be in the launch party, 2 p.m. in the UK, 9 a.m. East Coast, 6 a.m. West Coast. But yeah, beautiful 3D embossing folder and 2 gorgeous stencils. Oh my, Debbie, people are losing their mind about it. Hannah Law says, I bet the collection will go beautiful with the B collection. Lena says, I wonder how many Christine will need. Stephanie's marked their calendar, and Bethan says, absolutely stunning. Really beautiful collection, but you can do some beautiful things with it as well, can't you?
Oh my God. Honestly, I am so envious around Miss Fisher with this one because this is going to fly. I'm going to tell you now, when we come back in, is it Tuesday? I reckon that this won't be around for the rest of the week. If you really want it, you tune in and don't wait for the launch day. Tune in at Wake Up Call. Get the opportunity to get hold of it because there's going to be certain elements of this collection that are just not going to be around for very long, I can promise you. We all are so excited about this latest Nature's Garden collection, which is just out of this world. Look at these samples that our design team have done. I mean, this is with that gorgeous flower forming foam and those beautiful dies and that paper and those stamps. Look how incredible that looks on some acetate almost floating in there. That beautiful stamp set is just absolutely absolutely gorgeous. Take your things like your beautiful glossy accents there and just have a go. Oh, honestly, they're absolutely stunning. Really stunning.
Lovely.
And I'm going to, oh God, in a month of Sundays, and I'm going to give a shout out because our lovely Lily's done this one. Look at this. It is just incredible. And using those stencils to do the colouring in. Those stencils are there for you to
polka
do.
dot element, was that included in the...
The stencils are in...
The dotty bit, is that in there?
It's in the 3D embossing
Ah, it's
folder.
on the embossing folder,
Yeah,
the
it's the
dotty bit.
embossing folder. It's a 3D embossing folder, and then you've got stencils, so you don't even have to colour it in. Look at the detail on that. It's incredible. All of them, from the layering. This is just absolutely beautiful. I love the technique that... let's have a look who's done this one. Sean's done this one. This is beautiful, Sean. I love your background technique with your papers. I'm going to show you, though. Look at them. Look at the... Oh.
I don't think I've seen a reaction like this online for a
Oh
very
my
long
God,
time about
honestly,
a collection. You guys are loving it.
There's more than love. This is not going to hang around. I promise you, I'm going to be tuning in Tuesday because I want to get hold of my own. I am not leaving this a chance, let me tell you. Look at this one that Sandy's done. Oh my God, it's absolutely stunning. And those dies, yes, they're going to work perfectly with your flower forming foam that's in the collection, but also with your paper as well. Absolutely stunning, Sandy. Every one of you girls that have worked on this design team allocation, oh my God, absolutely, absolutely stunning. I am beyond jealous. I'm green with envy because I'm so gutted that I've missed this one. But it's going to be a fabulous one. Please don't wait till launch day. Get hold of it when you can, then tune into the rest of the day. Debbie's got loads planned, I know she has, because even though she's on holiday, I've seen a few of the sneaky peeks of the things that are coming that she's got to show you for that launch day. So
great.
please do tune in for Wake Up Call on Tuesday. What date was it again? Tuesday?
So it launches the 14th of June.
Yes.
Yeah, 11 a.m, 6 a.m, 3 a.m. is that wake up call. And then your launch day, 2 p.m, 9 a.m, 6 a.m. Right, I think we're going to have to let everyone simmer down for a minute.
Red
Four
Hot.
Holiday says I'm going to be stalking the site. Get it? Sunflower stalking yeah, we get it. Mariah says love, want. Kay's gonna have to get up very early apparently in California to get these. And Nick absolutely loves it as well. Four Holiday says it's glorious. Alina saying it better be up early for it sells out on Tuesday. Look at those flower dies and the image stamps too. Right, let's take a quick break. And then we'll come back with that launch for you on those amazing stamps. Here is all the details of US delivery.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafter's Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set.
Quick Buy, get yours now. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, And let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together, and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes, and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Right, very, very busy. We are going to go back for the end of the show. So let me take you back through this amazing stamp collection. They have just launched today. You get 6 of them in this particular one too. I'll just quickly show you if you're going for the individuals, they're available individually. This one's Laugh a Little Harder. You've got Lucky to Have You, which is that one there. I will read that one because it's hard for you to see. It says, a good friend is like a 4-leaf clover, hard to find and lucky to have. This one here is Impossible to Forget. You've got A Friend Like You. That one says, friend, and one who listens doesn't judge and somehow makes everything all right. That one there, that says friendship. It's not about not about who you've known the longest. It's about who walked into your life and said, I'm here for you, and proved it. And then this one, which is called A Friend with Chocolate. It's a good friend to have. $11.19 or $19 as a platinum member. That is way under £2 per set of stamps, which is, well, I mean, if you've bought stamps, I mean, to get a stamp set for under £2 is ridiculous value for money, especially when it's a brand new launch and they're as gorgeous as these ones right here. Right, Debbie, what would you like to share with us on this?
I was just getting myself all ready, completely forgot
Debbie
that.
Conveniently, she didn't have any papers to do this demo with, and she said, well, I'm going to have to take one from that sunflower collection. I mean, we've got 100 different paper pads out of the back, but they wouldn't do, apparently, for this demo. It had to be a page from the sunflower.
There's a
pad.
reason, though. There's a reason. There's a beautiful flower in this stamp collection, Joe, and I just didn't have the right paper, so I thought, well, why not? You know, you had the pad over there. Let me have a little play with it. So yeah, I did. I borrowed a little bit. I borrowed 1 sheet. Let's just get that right. So just in case you're not here next week, Johnny and Joe, when you're here for the, well, no, I don't think Joe's here for the launch. I borrowed 1 sheet. 1 sheet, that's all I've taken. I nearly did want to take 1 sheet of every design, but I thought no, because Joe was literally over the top of it, not let me get hold of it. Little devil. Right, so I'm going to do that little bit of a prime, because this is a box fresh one as well. So I'm going to give it a little prime first again. Let's just pop a little bit of that ink over the top. Give it a little rub in there. Another little top tip our Fiona used to do was she used to literally stamp it a few times and then went in. So you give it a good little stamp a few times and then keep going in there with it. So I'm going to stamp that down, pick it up. Because I'm going to use a little bit, because there is a nice little feature with the beautiful floral stamp on there. I'm actually going to use our alcohol pens to colour this in with. And I've gone with a little softer colour. I've gone with the rustic brown. The reason being because I can't find the black. So I thought I'd go with the rustic brown, but I'm going to just pop that down and re-stamp over the top of that. And I'm using our multi-purpose cardstock for this one. And our stamping platform, just because if I had missed any areas, which I've just missed a little tiny bit off there, I can go back in push down, and I can re-stamp till I've got that perfectly done. Now it's a gorgeous stamp. Friend. A good friend is like a 4-leaf clover, hard to find and lucky to have. Lovely little delicate detail, even down to that lovely stamp detail with a heart, which I just think is beautiful. And then of course you've got this lovely open space where you can get colouring with. So, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to use our tri-blends. And I'm using on this one, I think if I remember rightly, it's the citrus blend, yep. So I'm going to go in and colour some of my petals. And because it's the sunflower paper, I thought, oh, I'll have one of these. I'll choose the yellow. And then I'm going to colour these in. So it's a nice little, not too big, so you don't have to worry about your colouring skills with this one. If you are worried, don't be worried at all, because this is beautiful. Are you nibbling again, Joe?
Am I what?
You're nibbling again, aren't you?
Are you fat shaming me?
No, not at all. I can see your chops going, and I thought I'm a little bit jealous.
I just had to walk past the table.
I know, it's the
table of danger, and this is the danger zone to walk past the table of danger. So I had some crispy I had a handful of crispy M&Ms. I had a handful of Jelly Babies, which are in my mouth at the moment.
Have you got the Rolos? Have you got one of the
I've also
Reese's?
got peanut
Oh, I've got
butter.
one of them. I've got one of them under here. I've got one.
I was considering, just maybe taking. I've tried to actively avoid having any of them.
But
And I was going to take like a little small selection, like one piece of each back later.
for the car.
Put a little goodie bag together for the car tonight.
Yeah, well, there's so many, isn't there? Did you see those M&Ms as well, Johnny? Yeah, the bag of M&Ms. I have never seen a bag of M&Ms.
I'm going in, Debbie.
Are you going in?
I'm going in with the Reese's peanut butter egg.
Oh, delicious.
Do I need a drink? I've got some water yet. Don't worry.
Why is it nice? Oh, have I picked up the peanut
Debbie.
butter one as well? We're all having a little... are you eating it, Joe? Are you going there, Joe? Is it really? Oh.
It doesn't look particularly great from the inside. Oh no! Debbie.
Delicious?
Oh, yum-alicious.
Oh, lovely.
No one wants to watch a fat man
lovely.
eat. Let's go back to Debbie.
You what, love? You can't speak, can you? Because your chops are full. Yeah, you've got a very sticky.
Debbie's ordering a pallet of those if they'll shut me up. Oh my word, Debbie.
They're delicious.
Oh,
I'm so glad I picked one up now. I actually thought they're in danger of going first, actually, those. And I think the guys who aren't here for a few days, they may possibly not get one of those
but you know what?
Reese's eggs.
it's actually not really. They haven't really. I haven't really had any, I must say. But if people have been eating a lot of them, it's not even made a dent.
It's because there's packets and packets and packets. We really were spoilt. Thank you so much again, Lisa.
Oh gosh,
truly
Debbie, that was so good.
What?
Oh my word! I think I'm in a long-term relationship with a
With
peanut
a
butter
Reese's
egg.
peanut butter egg. Oh, bless you. Isn't that stamp lovely? And that is
Gorgeous.
why I wanted to use that, just because it's a beautiful, beautiful stamp set. Let me get the back right again, because I like my colours to be right. There we go. Even though this isn't my own set, I still like to have these in the right way. So I'm just going to put those back on. That's the light side. Oh no, that's the dark side. Dark side, light side. And then I'm just going to finish it off by framing it with one of the grey shades. So let me bring in my ice grey one and give it a little bit of a shadow drop around the box. So again, I'm going to go in.
Always finishes it off so beautifully, doesn't it? It's amazing how much of a difference it makes.
Yeah, it just makes it pop that little bit. Literally, just a little tiny bit. And it just gives it a lovely little pop. And you, of course, could go all the way around there to finish that off, but I just wanted to do it with that one. Now, once that's finished, then you can take your guillotines and cut into it. Again, I've used some of our nesting die, so I've used one of our, at this time, this nesting die was from our torn edge circle one, and literally pop that onto there. But I'm just going to finish it off with a little bit of lemon tonic, and I'm going to go around the outside of that as well. So let me fetch in my little finger dauber, sorry. and I'm just going to go around the edge and distress it with our lemon tonic water reactive ink pad. And again, just to make it pop that little bit. But honestly, these stamps are just beautiful. I love the heartfelt sentiment behind them. I think they're beautiful. Again, fabulous price that you can see on the screen as well. £11.19 here in the UK, or $19, I think is absolutely sensational price for brand new stamps today, which are really so useful to have when you just want to send something to someone. I just think they're beautiful. And again, that just lifts it that little bit. I'm just going to wipe up this though, Joe, because I don't trust myself and I'll end up spoiling my card. And of course, I did have to use that beautiful paper because
Stole,
it's just
I think is the word, Debbie. Stole, not used.
Yeah, but you were guarding it, Joe, so I didn't steal that much. Because I would have taken a sheet of each design. I was very tempted, but I'm being good. I'm going to wait like everybody else, and I'm going to get hold of mine. Just trying to work out where I've put my foam pads. There they are.
Fred says, is it a party in your mouth, Joe? It is, and you guys are not invited. But no, massive thanks again to Lisa for sending all of that, all those sweets into us. I mean, they were just divine, weren't they?
Absolutely, absolutely. Very, very, very lovely thing to do, and we do truly appreciate it. So I've taken a card blank at 5x7. I've cut myself some mats and layers here using, and I used my yellow, but I forgot to, I did genuinely forget to put in my background paper of my original card. That's the truth, governor, and I promise I haven't done that purposely, deliberately, to be able to use this, but it is absolutely exquisite paper. Honestly, I can't wait to get my hands on it. I don't think I'll be on the same length of like the Christine. We'll probably be, I reckon she'll be ordering a fair few, but I'll just one or two of them, so I've got them in my stash, because it's just stunning. So pop that on there. I've just given myself a little, using one of our embossing details, because I just wanted to lift it a little bit when I pop this down all together, and I pop myself a little tag. So I'm just going to pop some, it's almost sacrilege to cover that sunflower up, it is, but that's the way I was designing this. So again, pop that down on the bottom. Pop some foam pads just on the back.
And again, the brilliant thing is about these, Debbie, you're going to be able to do loads with them, but they're not going to break the bank, are they? Less than £2 per stamp set if you're a platinum and we're getting all of them together. They're available individually as well, the £2.99 individually. If you want to pick and choose, do feel free to go and do that as well. But I can see why you needed this sheet of paper, Debbie, now.
Can you see
I take
now?
it back. I see why it was a need and not a want.
Exactly, it was a need that I had. I needed it to all working together, and I've just added some little textures onto there. Can't find my diamantes, and at this time of night I'm not going to start worrying about them. Oh, actually, I might have got some in my bag. Hang on a minute, because I do carry them around with me. Oh, yes, they're going to go perfect with that one.
Deborah says she loves this because she's from Kansas, which is the sunflower state, apparently.
Oh, wow. Such a beautiful flower, though, isn't it? A sunflower. Absolutely gorgeous flower. And honestly, I know Debbie is bursting at the seams. She cannot wait to do this launch. I know she can't. She's super excited. There we go. So that is literally all I need to add to that to create myself a beautiful floral design there with that gorgeous stamp set. Very simple, very easy to achieve. A gorgeous stamp, lovely colour elements in there, lots of things that you can do with them. And I know at that price, it's just a must-have. Stick it in that basket, get hold of yours right now, because it is absolutely fabulous.
It is really, really awesome. Right, we are going to do demo of the show just next. I'll just quickly whiz you through the designs that you're getting in here. Then so you've got Laugh a Little Harder is this one, Lucky to Have You, Impossible to Forget, A Friend Like You, I'm Here for You, and A Friend with Chocolate. Right, we're going to do the card of the show. We've also got to do card of the day as well. So, Debbie, card of the show.
Right, I'm going to try and remember where I started. I think it was with the stamps, actually.
I believe it
so
was.
Number one was our lovely diamond fold card. with that gorgeous stamp there, that lovely ombre effect. So that's number 1. Number 2, oh, the swirls, love the swirls. So number 2, using the swirls in a different way, just as an embellishment background there. So that's number 2. Number 3 was our beautiful pop-out card. Number 3. And then number 4, lastly, was that lovely, again, that beautiful stamp set. So that's number 4. So
Amazing.
4, 3, 2, or 1, you decide.
Wonderful. Get your votes in. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. Linda Armstead says, wow, looks great. Pammy says, I love inking my edges. Linda says, beautiful card. Natty saying, a gorgeous card too. Let's share with you then this week's Launch Party Explorers deal, which is this one just here. It's an 8-piece collection. Some of our all-time favourite colours as well in the Harmony Opaque Pigment ink pads. You're going to get Chinese red, orange, lemon tonic. We've also got the ocean blue, grasshopper, damson wine, and also the jet black in there as well. $36.99 or $55.99 is your price there on those. Right, let's also go back and have another look at the Grande Swirls. These very popular since they were launched on Friday. They've been popular all weekend, continue to be popular now as well. Here's an idea of the concept that they were kind of designed firstly to work in. However, there are loads of different ways to use them, as you've been shown by all of our craft experts since Friday. They are amazing. And they're just a really versatile size. Don't forget you can snip into these as well and cut them down, make them a little smaller if you want to. And there's lots of different things. I love the demo that Debbie did on these in this particular show. I thought it was really cool with the drop shadow and the over the edge together. Let me take you through the designs you've got. You've got the fancy filigree, which is this one here. You're also going to get the dainty snowdrop. This is the elegant flourish. And you'll get the timeless florals there as well. Again, not going to break the bank this particular collection, which is wonderful. You're looking at, I thought I could do it in my head, about £6. So they are £6 per die, which is really, really brilliant value. Just waiting on the winner. It's coming through. I can see there is typing. I can see there's someone tapping away in the comments here. It is so close, is what it is. It's so close, but Susie is all over it. She's still typing. She's still typing.
Yeah, and
She's
we've got to get demo at show as well.
She's
demo
still
at day, don't
number
we?
three is the card of the day, Debbie, which is awesome.
3. Oh, it's going to be a
Amazing.
pop-out special.
Oh, it is a pop-out
It
special.
is. It's going to be a pop-out special. So let's go in with that demo of the day while we've got a few
So
minutes
number
left.
1 will be, it was this one first, wasn't it?
Yes, that was this morning's
number
one.
1.
So number 1.
Or number 2.
Or number 3.
Or number 3. Right, 1, 2 or 3. Get your votes in Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion, if you're over on YouTube. And we'll do the card of the day in just a minute. Now, talking about it, the pop-outs, I want to share the details again of these with you. They have been so busy. They are today's launch day, which is fantastic. You guys have absolutely loved them. This one here is the Grande Circle that you can see. You've also got then as well this one, which is really cool. It's the Regal Diamond. Looks a lot like a custard cream, we've come to realise over the course of today. And then this one here, this one is your Majestic Damask that you've got just there as well, which is beautiful. And you're going to get the Baroque Oval in there too, which is brilliant. So much you can do with these, so many great concepts you can use these in, and they are such an incredibly versatile set of dies. You guys have absolutely loved them. $31.96 or $40.95. You're looking at about £8 per die set before you take your Club Inspired discount of $25.57 or $32.76. You've got that wonderful worker die, and then you've got those nesting dies, which are going to go on the inside of there. Loads coming up here tomorrow on Crafters TV. It's all going to be kicked off, of course, with Ben and Craig. It is a wake-up call, 11 a.m. here in the UK, 6 a.m. on the East Coast, 3 a.m. on the West Coast. A box making masterclass for you. That's your middle show, 2 p.m. in the UK, 9 a.m. on the East Coast, 6 a.m. on the West Coast. And then Creative Cravings will be your final show of the day. You've got things like border dies, country lane, and some saying dies as well in there. Sin, some sin dies. Sin, that means saying. I thought you meant like the River Seine in Paris. That's what I thought you were saying. The River Seine, a new Parisian collection. Demo of the day is number 2, which is this one right here. Thanks for all of your votes. That was brilliant. Debbie, it's been a wonderful triple, double Debbie extravaganza.
Yes.
I'll see you on Sunday. We're together.
Yes, we're together on Sunday,
before
yes.
then, though, aren't you?
Yes, I'm here on Saturday. Saturday with Corinne. Corinne's going to be presenting, I'm going to be demonstrating. With Play Cards Right, we've got, I think the second one, is that a masterclass, the second one? Ooh, it's a masculine makes one. Yes, the first time I've got my hands on some masculine make one, so that's going to be a good one. And then I think there may be an HSM thing going off in the night. And then me and you on Sunday,
Me
we've
and you
got
Sunday.
another day lined up. But don't
Colour
forget
me
to tune in
happy.
tomorrow with our lovely Ben and Craig.
Yeah, they'll be back here holding the fort. Yes, I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. I will see you back here on Sunday with the lovely Debbie. My last 3 days until I'm off for 3 weeks, Debbie. It's going to be strange. It's going to be the longest break I've ever had, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. If you're here over in the US, if you're here in the UK, enjoy the rest of your evening. Big thanks to the team in the gallery, the team backstage as well. I will see you lovely lot back here on Sunday, but make sure you come and join the boys all day tomorrow. Take care.